Today we are on Saxon Math, Book 3, Lesson 99, and we're going to talk about the effects of estimation. So when you're rounding, when you're estimating, you need to know sometimes if your actual answer is going to be a little more than what you estimated or a little less than what you estimated. So we're going to talk about the trick for that and practice some of those problems today. So our first example says Deb bought 4 gallons of milk for $2.89 a gallon. To estimate the total cost, Deb multiplied 4 times $3. So the actual milk was $2.89 a gallon. In order to estimate, Deb rounded this to $3 and she bought 4 gallons of milk. So she said $3 times 4 gallons is going to be $12. So the 4 gallons of milk that she wanted to buy would be about $12. Now the question is the actual price going to be a little more than $12 or a little less than $12? Here's the trick. The actual price per gallon is $2.89. Deb rounded up. So she said that each gallon is going to be a little bit more than what it actually is. So that means her total is going to be a little bit more than what she'll actually have to pay. So in reality, she's going to pay $11 and some cents, but she rounded that to $12 to make it easy to do in her head. So if you round up, the actual price will be a little less. If you round down, the actual price will be a little more. Let's look at our next example. There are 26 students in each of 3 classrooms. Nelson estimates that the total number of students in the classrooms is about 75 because 3 times 25 equals 75. How does Nelson's estimate compare with the exact number of students? So here, Nelson took the 26 students in each class and he rounded that to the compatible number of 25. So he said there's going to be about 75 kids. Now this question specifically wants us to compare his estimate to the actual number. So for that, we're going to need to do 26 times 3. We can do that. We've been practicing. 6 times 3, that's 18. So we write our 8 down here, and we carry our plus 1 to the tens place. Then 3 times 2 tens is 6 tens, plus 1 10 is 7 tens, so we put that there. So how does his estimate compare to the actual number? His estimate is a little low. In fact, it's 3 kids too small. So he estimated 75 kids. There are actually 78 kids. Notice he rounded down. He said that there's slightly less than what there actually is in each classroom. So when you round down, your estimate is going to be a little bit too low. When you round up, your estimate will be a little bit too high. All right, let's look at this. Let's pretend that we rounded to 30 instead of rounding to the compatible number of 25. If we did 30 times 3, 3 tens times 3 would be 9 tens, so 90. And now compare 90 to 78. See how we rounded up? So now our number is too high. This was a better estimate because it's closer to the real number. But you just have to be aware there's going to be more than 75 kids. If you round up, you would have to be aware there's going to be less than 90 kids. And that's how estimation and how you choose to estimate can affect how close or how high or how low your estimate is compared to the actual answer. Okay. Oh, I think I turned too many pages here. Nope. Okay, new problem. Sam wants to buy 4 books for $3.29 each. He estimates that he will need $12 for the books. If Sam has $12, will he have enough money to buy all 4 books? And then it says, explain your answer. So, for Sam to get $12 if he's buying 4 books, what did he multiply times 4? What times 4 equals $12? $3. So, he took this $3.29 per book and he rounded down, which means, is his $12 going to be enough to pay for 4 books that are $3.29 a piece? He rounded down, which means his estimate is a little bit too low. Will it be close? Yes. But if you walk into a store with $12 and your total is actually, in this case, it's going to be a little more than $13, then they're not going to let you walk out of there with all 4 books. So with money, when you're shopping, it's a good idea to always round up. That way you'll know you have enough money. So even though this is $3.29 and it rounds down to $3, if I were shopping and this was the price and I wanted to buy 4, I wouldn't do $3 times 4. I would either do $3.50 or even round the whole way up to $4 times 4. So $4 times 4 is going to give me $16. That's more than what I need because that rounded really far. To round up from $3.29, I overestimated. That's what we call that. However, when we're talking about shopping and do I have enough money, if I have $16 in my wallet, I know that I can afford those 4 books. If I only have $12 in my wallet, I can't buy all 4 books. So that's a good reason to always round up when we're shopping in real life. Now, in your book, you want to do what they tell you to. Sometimes they'll want you to round up, sometimes they'll want you to round down. So you need to read the problems and decide the best way to answer whatever the problem is asking for. All right. So we have just 2 lesson problem practice problems here. They are on page 532 of your textbook. If you want to turn there with me, you can follow along. Otherwise, they're word problems, so I will read them twice. And I want you to put me on pause after I'm done reading so that you can try to figure it out for yourself before you see my answer. All right, problem A. Sal bought a gallon of milk for $2.89 and a box of cereal for $3.95. He added $3 and $4 to estimate the total price. Is Sal's estimate greater than or less than the exact price? So let's read it again. Sal bought a gallon of milk for $2.89. He also bought a box of cereal for $3.95. Here's the actual prices. He added $3 and $4 to estimate the total price. So he rounded this to 3, he rounded this to 4, and then he added that to estimate the total price. The question part says, is his estimate greater than or less than the exact price? Go ahead and try that one on your own. All right. So sometimes when my kids are answering these, they'll add this and get $7, and then they'll add this so that they can compare. That's a valid strategy. If you want to do that, to make sure that your answer is correct, you absolutely can, until you're comfortable with this important fact. $2.89, he rounded up. $3.95, he rounded up. Since he rounded up 2 times, $3 is more than $2.89. $4 is more than $3.95. So that tells me whatever this is, $7 is going to be more than this total. I don't have to do that addition because I know $3 and $4 is more than these two prices. So that means when I add them up, my answer here is going to be greater than my answer here. Now, if you want to add these to double check, once again, that's perfectly okay, and I applaud you for wanting to put in the extra work to make sure your answer is correct. But if you can remember, rounding up, our answer is going to be greater than. Rounding down, our answer is going to be less than. That's the trick, and that's kind of the lazy mathematician's way of doing it. Of saying, nah, I don't need to do that work because I know this is going to be greater than whatever this is. Okay? All right, problem B. Tom is paid $9.15 per hour. Estimate how much Tom is paid for working 8 hours. Is your estimate greater than or less than Tom's exact pay? So once again, Tom is paid $9.15 per hour. Estimate how much Tom is paid for working 8 hours. Is your estimate greater than or less than Tom's exact pay? Go ahead and try that one on your own and then come back when you're ready to see the answer. All right, we are estimating. I don't want to deal with change. I'm going to round $9.15. That's much closer to $9 than it is to $10. So I round that one to 9. My 8 can stay the same. $9 times 8 hours. What is 9 times 8? He'll make $72 approximately in 8 hours. So that's the first part. You had to figure out approximately what Tom makes in an 8-hour day. Now you have to also say, is this estimate, is this $72 a little bit more than what he actually makes? Or is it a little bit less than what he actually makes? So in this case, I rounded down. I didn't include those 15 cents that he makes per hour. I only included the $9. So he's going to make a little bit more, which means my estimate is a little bit less than what he actually makes. So my estimate is less than what Tom actually makes in a day. That is the end of this lesson. Now it's time for you to do your written practice, which begins on page 532. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.